Have you ever wondered what chain of events led the world into one of the deadliest conflicts in history, World War I? What were the sparks that ignited the flame of war, sending nations into a spiral of destruction and loss? Let's delve into this poignant period of our past as we unravel the tapestry of World War I, a conflict that forever changed the course of history. In the early 20th century, Europe was a continent on edge. Tensions simmered, alliances shifted, and nations braced for the unthinkable. The assassination of Archduke Franz Ferdinand of Austria on June 28, 1914, in Sarajevo, was the match that lit the fuse. This event set in motion a series of diplomatic failures and military mobilizations, leading to the outbreak of war in July of the same year. The Great War, as it was known then, was characterized by its static trench warfare. From the autumn of 1914, both sides dug in, creating a deadlock that lasted for years. The Western Front, a line of trenches stretching from the English Channel to the Swiss border, became a symbol of the war's brutality and futility. In the East, the conflict was more fluid, but no less deadly. The Russian Empire, ill-prepared and poorly led, suffered devastating losses against German and Austro-Hungarian forces. Yet, it was not until the Bolshevik Revolution in 1917 that Russia sought peace, signing the Treaty of Brest-Litovsk and ceding vast territories to the Central Powers. Meanwhile, on the high seas, the war raged on. The German U-boat campaign, aimed at crippling British naval power, brought the United States into the fray in April 1917. The arrival of fresh American troops in 1918 provided a much-needed boost to the beleaguered Allies. The tide of the war began to turn. In the summer of 1918, the Allies launched a series of successful offensives, pushing the Central Powers back. Faced with internal unrest and military defeat, Germany requested an armistice. On the 11th hour of the 11th day of the 11th month, the guns fell silent. World War I was over. Yet the consequences of the war were far-reaching. The Treaty of Versailles, signed in 1919, imposed harsh penalties on Germany, sowing the seeds of resentment that would lead to another global conflict 2 decades later. Empires crumbled, new nations emerged, and the world was reshaped by the forces unleashed during those fateful 4 years. In summary, World War I was a conflict of unprecedented scale and devastation. Triggered by the assassination of Archduke Franz Ferdinand, it was characterized by trench warfare, naval battles, and political revolutions. It ended with the signing of the Treaty of Versailles, but its consequences reverberated throughout the 20th century. Remember, history is not just about dates and facts. It's about understanding the forces that shape our world. The story of World War I is a reminder of the devastating consequences of conflict, the fragility of peace, and the enduring human capacity for resilience and renewal. So, as we journey through history, let us not forget the lessons that the Great War has taught us.